There are some platforms that you need to be selling on. Those platforms have similar qualities, lots of views, and a high average view duration. But the golden question is, which platform is the best print-on-demand platform? The one with the most customers just waiting to buy your products. A quick thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. More on them later. For now, I want to take you through 20 print-on-demand companies, and I want to show you which ones get the most traffic, have the highest average view duration, determine whether mainly male or female people shop on that platform, what the most popular ages are, and which country is the most popular country. And most importantly, every single platform that I talk about in today's video has an integrated marketplace. What does this mean? Well, this means free organic traffic for you to get as many sales as possible. Stay tuned because you have seriously been missing out if you are not using some of these companies. This video took a serious amount of research and time, but it's been worth it because the data I'm going to share in this video is an absolute goldmine. So smash that like button, and if you want, smash that subscribe button as well and help me get to 100,000 subscribers. Now, this data is based on the month of May in 2023. But based on what I can see, this data has been pretty consistent over the last 3 months. I have split these different websites up into 5 tiers of marketplaces. Let's start with tier 1. This is the lowest tier, and these websites will get the least amount of traffic. It's important to note, just because a website gets a lower amount of traffic, it doesn't mean it's a bad website and it shouldn't be used. Starting with Viral Style. Viral Style gets 429,000 visitors every month. Teaserly, 273,000. T-Fury, 318,000. Designed by Humans, 319,000. T-Chip, 187,000. And Gearbubble, 219,000. So these are the websites that get hundreds of thousands of visitors, and quite frankly, this is still a lot of visitors every single month. We want to make our way to the websites that get millions of visitors. Starting with Bonfire, which gets 1.5 million visitors. Threadless, also 1.5. Spreadshirt gets a bit more, 1.6 million. Cafe Press, 1.4 million. And Society 6 is 3.7 million. Now, it's very important to know with Spreadshirt, if you go to spreadshirt.de, that's the German website, and they also get 1.6 million visitors per month, except 93.16% of those people are from Germany. This is really cool because you could create specific, targeted, focused designs for the German audience, and you'll be targeting millions of people. Right, let's move on now to tier 3, where these websites get millions and millions of views. Starting with Fine Art America and Displate. They both get 5.3 million visitors a month. TeePublic gets 9.5 million visitors. Zazzle, 15.8 million, and Redbubble, being the highest of tier 3, is 24.5 million visitors per month. Now, that might sound good that Redbubble get 24.5 million visitors per month, but the last time I made this video and I went through a bunch of websites, data and traffic, Redbubble were actually getting 45 million visitors per month. So they have come down seriously, which doesn't surprise me based on all the negative press around Redbubble and just the fact that that website and that company is kind of coming all the way down. Now let's go to tier 4. Tier 4, you have eBay at 701 million and Etsy at 470 million. And that's because eBay isn't a print-on-demand website. It's a marketplace, and there's a lot of stuff sold on eBay. Yes, there are print-on-demand products sold on eBay, and you can connect Printful to eBay, and it can all be seamless. But the reason why it gets so much traffic is because tons of things are sold. Same goes for Etsy, and the same goes for tier 5. You have TikTok, which is an interesting one, and that's because TikTok allow you to have a TikTok marketplace, a TikTok shop. And if you're selling through Printful, you can actually sell on TikTok, and that is 2.1 billion. 2.1 billion people per month use TikTok. That is a lot of people. Now, again, I know TikTok is a social media platform. It's not a shop, so 2.1 billion it's not really that many people when it comes to actually buying stuff, but the fact that there are that many eyeballs on the website, it goes to show that there is a lot of traffic going through that website and a lot of potential for you to sell your product. The next one is Amazon at 2.3 billion visitors per month. Now, Amazon have a whole merch on demand side of things, but we both know Amazon sell everything. You can go and buy car parts, you can go and buy books, you can buy food, you can buy whatever you want. So those 2.3 billion visitors aren't all coming for print on demand. So again, like eBay, like Etsy, like TikTok, it's a hard one because yes, they get the most amount of visitors, but no, those visitors are not targeted. Those visitors could be coming for anything. Overall, that is quite interesting to see which websites are getting the most amount of traffic and which ones you are potentially selling on. Now, amongst all the websites, the most popular age was 25 to 34. On top of that, men were more popular than women when it came to people who shopped on these websites, and that was really surprising. And then the most popular country was the United States, which didn't surprise me at all. There was only one website there where the most popular country was Venezuela, and that was a bit random, but all the other ones, the United States took the top place. Now, website traffic is only one piece to the puzzle. You could have amazing website traffic, but if you are getting this one element wrong, it won't matter. Before going over the next element, I want to tell you about the importance of organic traffic, and more specifically, how you can increase your traffic to your websites so that you can get more sales without having to rely on these marketplaces. I'm of course talking about social media, advertising, word of mouth, and offline marketing. Relying on websites' marketplace traffic is risky, and you won't ever scale that way. Sure, you might make a few $100s a month, or if you're lucky, a few $1,000s a month, but we want to be making many thousands of dollars per month with our print on demand businesses. And that's where today's sponsor comes into it, because truth be told, I would love to go over every method to obtain as much traffic to your product pages as possible in this video, but it would make this video hours and hours and hours long, and also it would make it really confusing to have it all jumbled up. Instead, we can turn to Skillshare, and in our free month that you get for signing up, we can take as many focus classes on all of these specific things. For example, Instagram marketing. Instagram, we all know, is huge when it comes to selling t-shirts. Pinterest marketing is another massive social media site that works really well with selling shirts on Etsy. There's also Google Ads if you want to throw a bit of money into it. And then, of course, you could just search for how to start a t-shirt business online. Not only will you find my course on Skillshare, you'll find so many other brilliant courses there. Now, the list goes on, and you could take all of these classes with Skillshare's 1 month free membership. So click the link down below to get started. Personally, I've used Skillshare for so much more than just print on demand. As well as learning different drawing techniques, marketing methods, and getting help on starting various businesses, I use Skillshare just to explore different topics. I love the way people make their classes. I find them really high quality and really good information. And quite frankly, it's a great use of time. Instead of watching Netflix, I'll sit and watch a Skillshare class. When I'm eating, instead of watching YouTube, I'll sit and watch a Skillshare class. And it is allowing me to learn so much and be able to work in so many different fields and make a lot of money in all of these different fields. Constantly learning and improving is the number one thing when it comes to being successful. So remember, the first 1,000 people that click the link and sign up down below will get 1 month free trial of Skillshare. So join now and take as many courses as you possibly can in this 1 month. For now, let's get back to the video. The next important element, the one that you cannot forget about, how much time someone spends on your website. You could get 10 billion views, but if they don't spend any time on your website, it doesn't really make a difference. I'd rather get 1 million views and have someone spend ages on my website, because at least that way I'm getting good customers and actually making some money. Now, as well as that, we can also work out when it comes to print on demand, when it comes to actually finding a t-shirt and buying a t-shirt, it could take quite a few minutes, maybe 5 minutes, maybe 6 minutes, maybe even longer, maybe 3 minutes. What a lot of people do is they'll go, they'll browse, maybe they'll come back and they'll buy. So we really want to target websites that are having over 4, maybe even 5 minutes of an average view duration on their websites, because we know those ones are actually making sales or lots of sales. So let's have a look, starting with a viral style, which gets 7 minutes and 43 seconds. Teaserly 4 minutes 59, T-Fury 3 minutes 16, designed by humans, this was surprising, 5 minutes 55 seconds, T-Chip 3 minutes 12, and Gear Bubble 5 minutes 16. The next is Bonfire, 4 minutes 21, Threadless at 3 minutes 33, Spreadshirt, unfortunately, at 3 minutes and 5 seconds. Cafe Press was incredibly disappointing at 2 minutes and 57 seconds. Society 6 was 3 minutes and 55 seconds. Now, Fine Art America was 2 minutes 44, also very, very disappointing. Displate was 3 minutes 23, TeePublic was 3 minutes 34, Zazzle was 4 minutes 5, Redbubble was 4 minutes 24. eBay was 6 minutes and 58, Etsy was 5 minutes and 52. TikTok, and this really surprised me, was 3 minutes and 37 seconds. I thought it would be a lot more than that. And then Amazon was 7 minutes and 10. So if we want to have a look at the lowest average view duration websites, you've got Fine Art America, Cafe Press, Spreadshirt, T-Chip, and T-Fury, and they're all under 3.5 minutes. Now let's have a look at the websites with the highest average view duration. Etsy at 5 minutes 52, designed by humans 5 minute 55, eBay 6 minute 58, Amazon 7 minute 10, and VileStyle 7 minutes and 43. So this is where you want to be aiming your designs, because this is where people are spending a lot of their time. Now, Designed by Humans and ViralStyle are two interesting websites that I haven't really spoken about much on my YouTube channel. I'm going to do a lot of digging into them and see if they tick all the other boxes. Because as well as all of these factors of average view duration and how much traffic they're getting, you also have to consider some other very important elements. You have to consider product quality, profit margins, company reviews, company customer service, the buying experience, and of course, the selling experience. And to go over all of those things with these 20 print-on-demand companies, I'm going to create a series of videos because those are big topics and there's big discussions to discuss. There's lots of products to test, lots of websites to test, and that will take a long time. But at the end of the day, the idea is to find the ultimate print-on-demand company, or let's just say the top 5 ultimate print-on-demand companies that you should list your products with. Of course, it's helpful to sell your products on as many of these websites as you can, because the more places that you put your products, the more chances that someone is going to see them, and the more chances you're going to get sales. And it's really important for you to focus the majority of your time on those platforms that are going to pay you the best and that have the best all-round elements with product quality, website traffic, everything. And of course, as I said earlier, don't just rely on websites' own marketplaces to get sales, because it's time that you scale this business. It's time that you turn this business into a serious money-making business. And in order to do that, you need to learn how to drive traffic. It's so important, not just for print on demand, but for so many different businesses. And the best way to do that is to take focused courses. And again, that's why I will say Skillshare is the place to go, because if you sign up below, you can get 1 month free and you can take pretty much everything you need to know when it comes to Instagram marketing, Pinterest marketing, Google ads, literally all of it. So click that link down below and start learning how to drive traffic to your products so that you can make more sales.